When she brought that hammer down, it reminded me of the old Thor.
It did. And then she had a slogan. Remember, eat my hammer.
Eat
my hammer.
Oh,
So she said.
I know, but it was the worst. They're right. She's dreadful at coming up with slogans,
But lovable.
Hello, everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going today?
If you don't already know, my name is Kathy,
My name's Tom.
and we are the Marvelous Donohues.
Marvel Heads, welcome. A little harmony there for everybody today.
Wait, harmony comes with two people.
Well, okay. You can do some harmony too.
Oh.
Welcome. We're going to start a singing group after this, so stay tuned.
The Marvelous
Marvelettes.
Marvelettes. Wait. I think that's taken, so we can't have that.
The Donohuettes.
The Donohuettes.
I don't think that's taken.
I do not think that's taken.
No, it's not taken.
You guys, wait a minute. We are working with a new camera today.
This is a Canon EOS M200, not sponsored, of course.
Not sponsored.
But we find it's a very nice camera, and this is our debut recording.
Right.
So if there's any technical faux pas, please forgive us. We hope there isn't, but if there is.
Yeah, we hope there isn't. But we're trying to up our game a little bit and bring you better quality and content. So we are diving into this YouTube game full force, but we're trying to do something new. So tell us if you like the quality of this picture or not below, and if you have any suggestions for cameras that maybe we should try. But they said this particular one is good for new YouTubers, so I feel like
starter camera, as I understand the reviews, and it seems to be pretty good.
It does.
We thank you for being here. Just to give you a channel update, we are almost at, believe this or not, 100 subscribers.
Yes, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for helping us. We were like, wow, this is amazing.
It is.
And I know that our station is unconventional. We have two different stations in one.
Look, 2 for 1.
I sound like a teacher. I know. Who doesn't like a
It's
2
like buy
for
one, get one.
Yes, that's right. You subscribe for one and you get one free.
Look at that.
If you guys don't know, we were and still are an original Disney Plus television series review show
From Marvel.
That's right, Marvel. That's it. We love it.
That's right.
So we started that show, and then another part of life showed up. We're getting ready to retire in a few years.
That's right.
So we wanted to chart our journey about that. We were going to start another channel, and then we changed our mind, and we were like, why can't we just do them both here?
That's right. That's right. And we said we answered the age-old question that everybody asks us. Hey, Donohues, what are you guys up to?
Yeah, we're not
guess
reviewing
what?
shows.
We thought, let's see. Instead of writing long letters to everybody, we decided
Christmas letters.
Dear everybody, we're doing great. We decided to make a YouTube sub-channel out of this one and answer that question that comes up pretty much all the time.
All the time. And we know that goes against the YouTube algorithm. We know it, but we want to do it anyway. And we're looking to hit that 1,000 subscribers. And I told you guys a lot. We are so grateful for the people that are watching us, that are enjoying our shenanigans. And I want to tell you guys, I did end up getting a root canal for real. And it did not hurt. Dr. Chan, I love you. I love you, girl. You got my heart. I did something new, but with... I know we gotta do it what's Stephen Colbert do?
I don't know. Tell me if you like my heart, everybody. But
listen, I digress. But if you're new here, I'm Kathy.
I'm Tom.
And we're doing the Marvelous Donahue review show. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so excited. You can tell that my mouth's okay now, so I'm talking a million miles a minute.
We're gonna bring the love and thunder. Today.
Yes, we are.
And in case you haven't heard, in case you're new and you're unawares, in about 10 seconds you'll be awares. Awares. That's not a word. That we are,
To be really honest, the best.
The most stupendous.
Most outstanding.
Disney Plus Marvel TV review show that has ever been created in the mind of man or beast or creature, both cosmic or supernatural. In our humble opinion.
I thought he was done, so I had to keep stopping. I'm like,
I'm now done. I'm kind of done. And your opinion?
I concur.
That's my dark and scary voice. I'm gonna put it in later.
It is kind of scary.
But today we are reviewing the Thor movie. And you know we don't do movies all the time, but we watched this one and we've got some opinions about it,
That's
people.
right. We're going to tell you what we liked, maybe what we didn't like, maybe what could have been done better.
Yeah.
And kind of the whole big wrap up we do.
So you guys, listen, we need to get down to business because I want to talk about this Love and Thunder, okay?
All right, well, I'm going to kick off. I thought the movie was really, really good. I really liked it. There were some kind of sad parts, happy parts, funny parts, which we'll talk about in this review, and maybe think about life a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's what Marvel it does and is doing, and we salute them for that because life is life, right? So anyway, so we pick up the movie, and I'll just start talking about gore.
Oh, wait. We won't start with gore.
You want to start with gore?
No.
Oh yeah, you want to
let's
start your origin. Why don't you start your origin opening?
Yes, okay. We find our heroes. We find Thor. He is still with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord. So, it talks about the beginning. There's someone like introducing what's been going on while we've been away.
Right.
And it's just some kind of rock guy. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but I'm just going to call him Rock Guy. Rock Guy is talking about what Thor has been doing and what everybody's been doing. So he's been hanging out with Thor. Thor's been getting in shape, but he's also been getting on the nerves of everybody in the garden. Yes. So he's been getting on everybody's nerves.
Yeah.
So we find him back in shape and not in battle. So Star-Lord saying, "Hey Thor, what are you doing?" He's like in the midst of a battle on the battlefield. We think he's in some sort of oasis or something, meditating. His hair is flowing, so he's back to himself. And they're like, "Dude, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, you need me?" They're like, "Yeah, of course you need you." So he goes in the battle and does all these crazy things. One where he's holding 2 trucks or something back with his legs like the Van Damme split, and we're like, where is this going?
So what we figured out early on in the movie was that this is a little satirical, which is funny.
Yeah, it was funny. So they are like, "Listen, dude, it's probably time for you to go find something to do. Go find your purpose. We're going to go somewhere else." And in the midst of that, Thor gets a message from one of his old mates. What's that girl's name?
Oh, Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. No, did it come from Valkyrie? I don't know if it came from Valkyrie, and maybe it did, or at least I think it may have come from the girl that used to be his soldier girl that used to be in love with him. Remember that girl?
I do remember that.
Yeah. But sorry, I'll make sure I put it in there. I should know these names. But he gets a call for help. Say, "Hey, we need your help." So he's on his way with the guy, the stone guy, and I think that's it for me. That's the beginning. So Tom's going to take over.
Yeah. So some of the things we thought were interesting in the movie. This she just mentioned it a second ago. He got in shape. So anyway, we pick up with an introduction of a new character called Gore, and he was a normal man. He was a regular man like you or me. And he had a daughter he loved very much, but she died. She died. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, we're gonna have a lot of little spoilers that we're gonna talk about the movie. So if you haven't seen it, you probably should stop watching this very moment. and watch the movie and come back.
Definitely.
So she dies. And the gods, small g of course, the gods that are in his world that he thought were going to protect her, protect him, keep them safe, disillusioned him.
Right.
And result in the death of his daughter. So a lot of themes came out in this movie, which were the gods were like, well, you're suffering for your cause. So this suffering was justified in their eyes, right? So the one theme we talk about here as we look through the movie, watch the movie, is that life has a purpose. And all the characters in the movie, whether it be Thor, Jane, or Gore, all have a purpose. And Valkyrie, and that's finding your purpose, which is everybody's dream, goal, and idea, right? So anyway, long story short, Gore ends up killing one of the big gods.
Right, the verse 1.
Yeah.
And why does he do that? Because the sword cried out to him and told him to take that vengeance.
Yeah, and that's I'm going to look at my notes, so I'll look it down. It's the Necro sword.
Right.
The Necro sword. So that sword is powerful, and
it's a god killer.
And he kills the god.
Right.
So, and he sets out, regretfully, he sets out on a mission of vengeance and revenge to kill other gods. Right.
And then that brings us to where we are further along in the story. But during that time, they also, as Thor is going to where Valkyrie is, he begins to think about, and we get to see, narrated by the Rock Guy, what happened between he and Jane. And it was talking about how they got together, but they lost each other because they thought they had found their purpose. Hers was to save the world in one way with science, and his another way, save the world with his might and his hammer. And that was the part that was kind of touching, but also real. It's like they both began to grow further apart until she left him and she left this note. And they talk about that a little bit later, but I'll let Tom catch you up with the next part.
Yeah, so we did see in the movie that they had a domestic life at one point. And it was interesting because you remember after Thor 1, I'll call it Thor 1, and then in the Dark World, it seemed like after the Dark World we didn't see Jane anymore for a while. Right? We're like, well, what happened to those two? They had such great chemistry. Right. So anyway, what I told her as we were watching the movie, I said, this is like a love story reunited.
Right. Yeah.
And some of the aspects of this were colored with humor. Some parts Thor looked like an 80s rocker. He was dressed in like jeans and tank tops and
believe it.
And hey, that was really very good. It's a very singing person. But Guns N' Roses, there was a good number of Guns N' Roses songs in the show. The thing I always think, she and I always had this ongoing joke about screaming goats.
Oh yeah.
So if you ever want to get a laugh, you can always look in the internet on screaming goats. That's always fun. And then New Asgard. That was another satirical moment.
Right. I think that the satirical was okay. I liked the levity, but I didn't like the fact that, remember when we first met Thor, he was a god. He was a military man, and he had this way about him. And then I think slowly the writing, to me, began to turn him into some sort of, I call it a buffoon or a blonde stereotype.
Right.
And I don't know, I don't like it. I feel like that it demeans the story.
Right.
It loses who he is to a laugh. And I don't feel like they do that with Star-Lord. That's a little, sometimes it goes far, too far. But with Thor and him not knowing things and all of this stuff, I don't know. I don't like it because just like when I was talking about Loki a long time ago, that I was talking about Loki in one of our series. Go back and watch our playlist of Loki.
Please.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy it because we really dive into that story. And I talk about how Loki and Thor are royalty.
Right.
they're not dummies.
No.
They had the best of everything with the best education and everything. And I feel like
they were actually brought up from the womb. They were brought up as warriors.
Yeah, and men of science, smart people. So when they demean Thor to me and make him the laughing stock, or he doesn't know anything, I don't really like that. I can understand that him being lost without his family and his love. I understand that. But the kind of like the dumb blonde buffoonery, I wish they would stop that. But let's move on.
So we pick up with Thor wreaking havoc.
Yeah.
And eventually he kidnaps in that local Asgardian area. He kidnaps the children.
Yeah, the new Asgard.
The new Asgard, or the new Travelocity site.
Right.
Visit. So Thor, Valkyrie, his compatriot, says, "We need your help." And he now starts to wind into the finding his purpose in life. And he says, "We got to go rescue these kids."
Right, and when he gets there, he runs into Lady Thor, which is Jane.
Like, surprise!
Yes, and Jane has cancer.
Yeah.
And sorry, you guys, the same way that the sword called out to the bad guy.
Right.
Thor's old broken hammer called out to Jane.
Right.
It called out to her, and it put itself back together because she was supposed to be a part of this mission. Go ahead,
To begin a crusade to go rescue the children and to get this Gore guy. And who do they turn to? They turn to the god of gods, Zeus. And they go and talk to the Council of Gods, and there's some funny, crazy moments there. But the bottom line is that the lightning rod, lightning bolt that Zeus had, Jane and Valkyrie and Thor pick up.
That's right. They pick up because Thor takes that lightning rod and throws it through Zeus's chest because he gets mad.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot going on there. So please watch the movie and you'll understand more.
Yeah.
But to wrap it up, there's always a battle between good and evil, and there is a final battle. There is a showdown, and in that showdown, Thor uses the kids.
So the funny moment there is, hey, does anybody have battle experience talking to the kids, like 5 or 8 year olds? Like, yeah, right, I do. So that was funny. And when they went to Eternity, which is where the kids were held prisoner,
right?
It was very interesting. Please tell me, y'all, if you think this, but it looked like there were some statuettes there that reminded me very much of Loki, and it reminded me, half of it seemed to be shrouded in like mystery, but the other half seemed to be a silhouette or a picture of Kang. It looked like the half the face of Kang. So the timekeeper, from the TVA, right? So let me know what you think about that.
And I thought that was very interesting.
It was.
And just a few things before we wrap it up is that I thought it was funny, even though I talk about, too much levity, but I thought it was funny that when Thor knighted or made the kids into like little gods, he wished only for a little bit of time that they're gods. He's like, just for this battle only.
Good that you said that, because we'd have a part 3 and 4 of this thing.
Exactly. And the little girl had her little doll that she was screaming, and bolts was coming out of the doll, and they were vanquishing these animals. But after that was over, what's his name, the bad guy? Gore was able to still get through to the other side. But before that, go back just a little bit, Jane showed up. She was in a hospital bed, and the hammer called to her again because Thor needed her. So the hammer called to her, turned her, and she got there. She was able to be in that battle until the end, and she was able to use that hammer to help Thor and the children get away.
That's right.
So speed up. They're on the other side in this place called Eternity. And Thor is talking to the bad guy, and he's saying, listen, I know you're about to wish all the gods away because you're so angry, you're bent on this revenge, but I'm not going to stand here and talk to you because the love of my life, Jane, is leaving me, and I'd rather be with her than with you. So do what you going to do, brother. I'm with Jane.
That's right, and he did do what he was going to do, and so at the very end, there's a choice to be made, as with everybody's choice in life, and love is the answer. Is what I came away from this about that. Gore was like, and everybody's thinking about what's he going to wish that tree, eternity tree, I guess I call it, where he had a wish to make. And he said, and they're all thinking, oh, is he going to wish everybody gone or whatever? And what did he do? He wished that his daughter be brought back to life. And ironically, Thor, was taking care of her.
Right. And the thing of it is that when his daughter was brought back to life, at the same time, Jane was being taken away.
Right.
And I thought that was very,
profound.
and poetic. And Gore, what's his name? Gore? I'm sorry, you guys. He was dying, and he told Thor, he said, listen, take care of her for me.
Right.
And Thor said, I will. And you'll have to just watch the movie to see what happens at the end.
It is. We won't tell you everything.
No, we don't like to do that. We want you guys to be able to watch it and enjoy it just like we do. We are hoping you guys, we're going to put it out there, and hoping and dreaming that by this time next year we will have 1,000 subscribers and we can be on our way to Comic-Con to film this show.
That's right.
Because you know what, when we're watching Disney, when we're being in that world, it just, it makes you feel like you can dream and anything can happen. But our dream is to have 1,000 subscribers on our Marvelous Donahue review show / the Donahue Marvelous Life Road to Retirement. But we want to make sure that we're still loving up on our Marvel fans and that we want to be there. Listen, we're going to set up a little card table out at the convention center hallway where we're going to be shooting our show at Comic-Con next year. We're going to believe in that, and that's what's going to happen.
That's right.
People may not know our names right now, but we guarantee you that they are going to know us.
And they're going to know us by you all.
That's right.
By you spreading the word, liking, subscribing, commenting, click the notification bell so that you know that our videos are out. And we just thank you for your continued support. And regardless of whether you come to this channel for retirement, pre-retirement, expat advice, or to watch our journey on that, or come to see the latest Marvel review, you're still a Marblehead.
That's right. You are. You're a part of this tribe.
You are.
Because there are more parts to people and their personalities than we can count. We are 50 plus, so we're on that road to retirement, but we are also the biggest Marvel fans that you will ever see.
That's right. And we can't do it. I'm going to be honest with you. We can't do it without your support.
No.
And your love.
And we enjoy it.
We do.
As you see, you guys, we were having a time with this camera, but we, I know Tom's laughing.
Because I will show you our blooper reel.
I'm like, did you, I'm like, get
what's all that stuff?
What? But we are enjoying it.
We are.
That's a part of life. You need to challenge yourself.
Find a purpose, as we say in the movie.
That's right.
And guess what, everybody? We'll just share this from the movie. Love is the answer.
Love is the answer.
I love you, honey.
Love you too.
Oh, I'm gonna cry a little bit. I think we need a little private time. Sorry, guys. Nice.
But thank you guys for watching. Again, if you don't already know, my name is Kathy.
My name's Tom.
And we are the Marvelous Donohues, and we will see you next time.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.